Welcome. Are you sitting comfortably? Are you focused and not thinking about whatever's bothering you these days? I'm not here to test you. Please relax. Let your thoughts come and go and listen as they fade away in the distance. For better or for worse, this is where your life has brought you. Looking at a screen, listening to me. Imagine for a moment that you've just had a child. It's healthy, but unfortunately also completely blind. For their whole life, they will live in the dark and not see a thing. Their perception of reality is something that you might never be able to comprehend. How would you describe the world to them? What can't be touched or heard, smelled or tasted? How would you describe sunlight? By what it does, or how it feels on their skin? I think I'd play them this piece of music. First composed by Tchaikovsky in 1878, these rays of light have traveled through decade after decade, finally reaching your ears this very moment. You have also traveled far to get here today, but you're only passing through and should probably get going. While you're here, I'd like to tell you a story. It all happened to me when I was young.
Walking in a forest much like you are. Those were days filled with boundaries and rules, of no running in the hallways, don't do this or that or the other.
With my world full of fierce discipline, I walked the forest to breathe.
One day,
Deep in the woods, I found a funny-looking tree, crooked, old, and wrinkly.
With a little work, a few bits of bark became
huge ships. Calm creeks turned ferocious oceans. I can still recall people I imagined dragged downstream with a sense of guilt.
as I gazed back upon the old tree, I noticed something peculiar.
It was crying.
Every crumple, like eyes closed tightly.
Clear drops streaming silently down its wrinkly skin. So I did, as children do, tasted it.
Not because it looked tasty, but to figure out what it was. The first drop made my tongue tingle. The second
made it prickle. And the very moment the third landed on my tongue, a profound sensation spread through my chest. Undefinable, like thirst, both vague and specific.
One thing was clear. Something
Was changing within me. I remember breathing
In and out.
Feeding
the fire. in my fingertips.
I studied them closely,
Discovering circular ridges in the foreign landscape
Of my skin, the prickling soon slipped my attention. It would be another week until it returned. A wave of gentle needles moving over my skin.
a limb falling asleep, perhaps.
I did not stop worrying
Until it returned for the third time.
First making its way up my neck, before engulfing my skull completely from behind. I could even feel the tiny needles covering my eyeballs.
But it did not stop there.
I held my breath as the small
thorns crawled around my lips or spreading into my lungs and stomach. My awareness spread with it, and I remember the strangest sensation of my mushy dinner in there,
as if I held its remains
in the palm of my hand. My body took control.
and opened my mouth, an explosion of air rushing into my lungs. The tingling spread with it through an endless web of veins.
Soon reaching my beating heart for a moment, I stood in awe of the activity within my body.
I felt my heart beating faster and my skin sweating.
Your body is your only vessel in this world, and when it misbehaves, the catastrophe begins to enter.
Seek help.
I thought. And at that
Very moment, the
Tingling needles shot from my brain down through my spine. I felt them scatter through my
upper leg, where muscles contracted to lift my knee.
My body weight shifted forward, and a shock wave spread from the foot sole.
as it landed softly on the ground. The process repeated itself in greater detail for every step.
I was overwhelmed.
But my body kept moving.
I did not at all feel like the boss.
Giving directions.
It all happened automatically.
And I was simply along for the ride.
like you.
before felt like a polar expedition. My parents, distant features of the landscape.
I wanted to explain, but was unable. My lips and tongue engaged
In an intricate choreography, myself in the audience, observing the words performed.
My lips muttered, "I'm sure it will pass," while my thoughts were crying for help.
The conversation kept going, but I stopped paying attention.
Instead, I was following the hands of a clock mounted on the doctor's wall.
They were both speeding up and slowing down.
I slipping further and further away.
A levitating camera in a video game, merging with the code.
It was running on, again, with the binary, with the electronic
Circuit and
circuit.
so on. I closed my eyes and let my sensations.
Sensations lead me. First, I spent some time with my bones. Among the many functions,
I got lost in their continuous breathing. An
Uninterrupted flow of calcium absorbed.
Even the skeleton was
living in and of itself. I could feel my mind
Clinging to the known, to the clattering thoughts, the buzzing of memories and fears of the future. But for each breath, tension was released.
and my shoulders sunk
comfortably. I had certainly felt like I was,
In there, somewhere behind my face.
but I was nowhere to be found. And the more I looked, the more hazy
I became.
When my eyelids eventually opened, they felt as slow as a sunrise. Photons converted to neural signals
Shooting
shooting
around the optic nerve, each carrying a piece of information to the darkness.
The brain categorized motion, color, edges, distance.
I sat for a moment in the dusk, watching the sunrise.
When the world eventually lit up, I was no longer
wondering why matter lights up on the inside.
My experience
It changed from the fire to the light it emits.
but it would get much stranger still.
breathe slowly in from the periphery of my vision.
The hands of the clock still moving, but among them vague shapes. Slowly,
But surely, I saw trees.
flowing past me, and among them, myself.
Sitting right there in the doctor's office, with a vacant expression.
Walking around myself,
I was surprised to still see the clock.
Straight ahead.
Myself on the side, the clock on the wall.
The two images were not overlapping, they just coexisted. Like imagining a familiar place with your eyes closed and you see both
Nothing and something at the same time.
I turned to look towards myself.
But saw only the face of the doctor.
Lingering somewhere between confusion and concern. And the nurse.
However, when I studied his face closer,
I was struck by terror. The image of myself had turned to look straight into my own eyes.
I felt my own hand reach
Out towards myself. The weight of my hand
Landing softly on my own shoulder. Eyes distant, looking at the doctor.
looking at myself.
rules and boundaries disappeared.
Washing over me, intimate recollections of past sorrows, relationships,
Education and even medical experience. And at last,
I was no longer alone.
Not in the sense that the doctor was there in the room, but rather that we were together.
in the darkness of my mind,
Vast, lonely sensations are so flowing, but now with two
observers to share the burden. Out of sight, a hand picked me up.
and as I kept breathing, the fire kept spreading. Soon, it swallowed
My parents sitting in their chairs, doubting my story.
I felt contradicting opinions and ideas
coexist, but not in a conflict.
Different notes
in harmonious chords, shaping a balance.
indivisible whole. More clouds
Spread into my vision, and more sensations
through my body. The music was evolving. I looked at my hand.
5 fingers against a surface felt no different than 5 bodies or minds.
Branches becoming aware that they were connected to the same trunk all along.
Their experience my own. All of them present in my mind. The prickling kept spreading. Each needle on my skin.
Another
presence in my mind. More and more observers
Sharing the burden. A vast number of sensations flowing. My world,
like musical sunlight, just passing through. Every individual going about their business, strangers on the street, unaware
that they were all each other, their surroundings, and me.
felt them all as I knew and felt myself. And I could no longer feel contempt, or that anyone was somehow less deserving.
There was no longer me and you, no us versus them.
It was all just me.
As I kept breathing in
And out. Each new breath pushed me along.
The ubiquitous landscape was simply too beautiful to ignore. What lay past each tree and beyond
Every hill was another idea I knew to be true.
Mountains,
Transient shadows of matter flowing through time.
Slowly from one point of view, but for the mountain itself, oh boy. It's in a hurry.
like everyone else.
Both the whirlpool and the stream.
An expression of energy floating through empty space.
all experiences merging to one.
There I was,
All of us,
you, me, the light that shines through the flow.
all else is smoke and mirrors.
As with all stories, this one also ends.
Not because the story has an ending,
But because it keeps moving, leaving us behind.
My body kept living like yours.
But
separateness. This scream.
Our very own eyes. I couldn't tell if I ascended or
dissolved. I'm soaring through space, but unable to move nevertheless. And as I turn in orbit, the boundary between light and dark keeps moving.
A cascading wave of thoughts arriving at dawn, just to slip away at dusk. A violent competition on a speck of dust suspended in nothing. An energy field fumbling in the dark.
Trying to describe myself.
I want to be safe, well fed, not too warm, not too cold.
To be acknowledged by my closest. So even though you are another part of me looking back, you will always be a stranger. Alone of resources, light exploitation. The branches cut, our hemispheres separated once again. Rocks
Skipping along the surface, never sinking in.
The inconsistent dash of beauty between the noise, picked up by a stranger with good intentions,
And with it,
sentenced to die. I don't care
who you are or how you found me.
but we are both reaching
a few lonely rays
venturing through space in just the right direction.
in, absorbed in our leaves, stored as sweet sugars, and exhaled as crisp
And clean oxygen.
and while the light warms our skin, or while we wait for the next sunrise, we breathe in and out. Nothing matters is that you are here right now and for a moment.
You and me. As one. Like we always are.
And we always will